We love our travel advisors. We could not build our ships without them. We do have a wonderful relationship. They are so important.
Travel Pulse Canada has the privilege of being aboard AmaLucia for its christening cruise. I'm here with one of the founders and owners, Kristin, Karst. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for really spending your time with us on board AmaLucia for the beautiful christening cruise from Amsterdam to Basel.
It's such a pleasure to be here, and it's sort of a momentous year for you as well, 20 years of AMAWaterways.
Yeah, we celebrated our 20th anniversary on July 1st this year. It was a remarkable journey, very, very magical looking back, all the wonderful things we have done. But most important, I want to say, is our partnerships, our team members, everyone who became part of our AMA family. We could not have done it without our teams, our partners, and of course also our travel advisors.
Yes, tell me a bit about that, because you have a close relationship with the Canadian market especially.
We love our travel advisors. We could not build our ships without them. We do have a wonderful relationship. They are so important. I always say our travel advisors are our extended marketing arm. They are our salespeople because they are connected in their local communities. They get to know the clients who they qualify would be the perfect ones to come on board a river cruise ship, and especially with AMAWaterways. So it's always a pleasure to see our travel advisors at conferences, to educate each other. During COVID, we did about 4,200 virtual Zoom meetings, Wednesday webinars, sip and sail hours, special virtual times with our travel advisors in all the different towns and villages and their clients, where they promoted actually certain destinations and tried to form a group. And we see the result now. We are so fortunate to welcome so many groups on board our ships. Really, travel is back, the demand is back. Everyone wants to stay longer now. So we see a lot of back-to-back cruises, and it truly is the travel advisor who recommends AMAWaterways, and we are extremely grateful for everything.
So coming out of the pandemic now, how do you think the role of the travel advisor has changed?
Well, let me start with this first. They are our heroes. We feel because travel advisors have to know pretty much every product in this world, and also what are the COVID protocols, the ones that were now in the past, but still today, COVID protocols exist. For instance, I just came back from our Zambezi Queen in Africa. And when you go to Africa, you do have to show your COVID vaccination card pretty much at every border that you cross. And so it is very, very important that our travel advisors know about everything. They also handle a lot of air. And we know how challenging air can be in today's days. There are cancellations, and our travel partners have to be on top of everything. Of course, we are there for them. We have our own air department. So if we are holding the air, then we will make sure to take care of everything. And I always say to a travel advisor, it is the best to put the entire trip into one hand, from the preparation to the air, the transfer, the cruise, the pre and post land programs that might be connected to it, and then of course insurance too, because it is very important still today to have insurance as part of the trip in case things happen, and of course they can happen.
Yes, the backup of having a travel advisor behind you, I think, is more important than ever, because nobody's answering the phone when you call the airline.
No, absolutely, and it's a little jungle that they all have to navigate. But I do believe that the end consumer, our guest on board, has realized how much time a travel advisor is spent on their behalf, on the behalf of the guest, to really put it all seamless together. And once it's all done, and in case there is an interruption, and that's usually not necessarily the cruise, even with low water, we are cruising along the Rhine. We haven't had to cancel or move any cruise, and hopefully this stays this way. But I know that along the way there are so many things that can happen, and of course the travel advisor takes care. We work with the travel advisor. We together form one team to make sure that the guest has the most magical and enjoyable experience, hopefully the experience of a life.
So 20 years in, 20 years from now, do you see the river cruise industry growing, expanding, innovating?
Yeah, the last 20 years have shown how much the demand for river cruises has increased. We were able to build 26 ships during these years, and of course we continue with different rivers. Once a client actually has cruised with us, the client most of the time comes back and wants to cruise on a different river. And there are, of course, we are cruising on all the rivers in Europe: the Rhine, the Danube, the Main, the Moselle, the 3 rivers in France, in Portugal. We start on the Mekong now again. We cruise in Africa. We have our new product in Colombia on Rio Magdalena coming in 2024. Yes. And the demand for small, luxurious river cruise ships is there. It's incredible. This demand is increasing. And we also see our clients book from the top down. The suites are selling out first, and it is very important for the clients to have a stateroom that has a balcony that gives access to fresh air. Right. And that's what we continue to build in all the years to come.
Well, we're very excited to be here to experience this. The experience so far has been amazing, the food and service, and we're looking forward to sharing it with Canadian travel advisors. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Bruce. It's a privilege to have you here on board, and we look forward to a wonderful week from Amsterdam to Basel. Absolutely. On board AmaLucia with you.
Thank you,
Kristin. So much.